think it's going.
Yeah, it is. It is. Want to sit down? Thank you. Thank you.
Boy, that Big Mac sure was good for dinner, wasn't it?
Stop that. We didn't have Big Macs. We had tacos. And they were delicious. Let me tell you. If you ever want a good recipe for some tacos, I'll give you my mom's recipe. It's quality. But anyway, welcome back to the 5th episode of the Fast Food Nation Talks. And I'm Sam Yakum, and this is my parent/guardian dad, and we are going to be talking about Chapter 9, What is in the Meat? Now, in this chapter, there was...
Where's the beef?
Exactly. Where is the beef? But in this chapter, we talked about a guy named Lee Harding, whose story was about eating contaminated meat with E. coli contaminated with it.
Where did he get the meat from?
He ended up getting it from Hudson Beef Patties. Those were the manufacturer. And Hudson Beef Patties are the producer of beef that are sent out to Burger King. So that's kind of a surprising thing. Because it said, actually, in the chapter that, that this company that gave Burger King the patties looked spotless and clean, but in reality, the meat was contaminated with E. coli.
What's that?
E. coli is kind of like food poisoning, except it's pretty much worse. Bloody diarrhea, vomiting.
That's the symptoms you have if you get sick from it?
Yeah.
So it's a bacteria, it sounds like. Gotcha.
Exactly. And I wanted to talk about Lee Harding's story because recently I actually ended up having food poisoning, and we don't know what it was from.
Did you eat Hudson Beef Patties?
I didn't eat Hudson Beef Patties, but
that's good.
But what I did eat the night before is I had some chicken nuggets from McDonald's for recording one of these episodes. So that raises the question, were the chicken nuggets that I ate contaminated with something? We don't know. But, I mean, that's a question that we have to raise. But anyway, the question I have for you today is, Dad, the text says, that this supplier, Hudson Beef Patties, their place is absolutely spotless. How could the beef be contaminated?
Mm-hmm.
Because if a place is completely clean...
So the question is, did the product become contaminated at the manufacturing source, or was it contaminated after it left the plant?
Exactly.
What does the book say? What was the result?
I don't remember actually. Let me see if I can find it real quickly. It does not say actually. It says that they did a fine job of tracing the outbreak to its source. The recall provided less successful.
So what was the source?
It doesn't say. Interesting. While we find it, we're going to take a little break. Yeah, it doesn't say. And we're back! After reading the text, just to make sure that we had our facts right, it seemed to be that in the Columbus plant that had the Hudson Beef Patties, that there was a problem with the packaging, which raises the question, why is the quality not as good? And to turn back to the question, do you ever have any worries about the food that we eat, every day?
I honestly think it should be a question everybody asks themselves every day. We make the assumption that the products we buy from the stores or from restaurants are indeed safe for us to eat, and I think, as the book indicates, that 999 times out of 1,000 that's going to be true. But what it means is you should always be careful and always be aware that problems can occur. So you have to be you have to be aware of it, and you have to use your good sense on
Exactly.
with what you eat. So.
I like that. That's a great answer, Dad. Thank you very much. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for tuning in to our 5th episode of the Fast Food Nation Talks.
Stay E. coli free.
Stay E. coli free, and tune in to the next episode. Thank you very much. Good job, Dad.
All right.